Hi guys, Asmo here, and today I'm gonna talk about quality of life tricks you can do when playing Summoner or any other pretty much build right now, because there are so many instant skills that you can take advantage of. So I'm playing Summoner and I have a setup that allows me to keep up endurance charges, keep up enduring cry, basically on cooldown, then curse enemies around me, desecrate, and cast Bone Offering, which caps my block and spell block. I need to divine my shield to cap spell block, but it's 75 block, 74 spell block. And all of that without pressing any buttons except for just walking around. And that is possible because of trigger a socketed spell when you use a skill, as well as Enduring Cry or pretty much any other war cry on your left mouse button. And Enduring Cry is instant because I have the keystone here, Call to Arms. Using war cries is instant, and since I'm using only one of them, then the drawback is basically non-existent other than just investing that 1 point into it. So you'll notice that right now, if you look at my defense, my block chance will go up. I will start gaining endurance charges. The curse spell will go off, and corpses will be summoned and then consumed. And all of that will keep happening without me doing anything other than just holding my left mouse button, right? So all you have to do is just hold your left mouse button and everything will just basically be going off, right? How come the consuming corpses is not going off? There we go. So I have 3 endurance charges. I have massive regen for like half of the time it's up. And I keep summoning corpses, I keep consuming corpses, and my block is being capped because of it. It actually went off, but you're gonna use other skills, like for example the bone armor. In maps it never goes off because you also keep shield charging. You can also use your bone armor on your left click, for example. Like any guard skill can be pretty much used on left click, and I'm not clicking anything. I'm just walking around and holding. I'm just holding my button and it goes off by itself. So that's a really huge quality of life. You can also use Convocation. That's another thing you can use. It might interrupt your minions dealing damage because it has to resummon them. But if you're using minions that are ranged and don't care that much about being resummoned all the time, and you don't have anything else on the left click, you could use that potentially. But the Enduring Cry is really massive. So that's like a huge quality of life tip that allows you to basically have 3 endurance charges and massive regen for 4 seconds every 6 seconds. So 2/3 of the time you have that massive regen, and it's really huge. Like the amount of regeneration goes so fast, like you're using a beefed up potion, you know. So it's very powerful. You can do this with other builds, like you can do this. Poison builds can use, I think, like Withering Step. You can use other war cries, especially if they're instant. You can use Detonate Mines on your left click. So that's a huge quality of life improvement. And if you're not using war cries, or if you want to use war cries manually, because in some ways that might be actually better, then the bone armor is something that you can also use, right, on left click. It's really powerful in terms of the utility, especially when you have trigger socketed spell when you use a skill, because you're going to be constantly doing that as you're running around and getting your bone offering to cap your block. So it's really huge. So that's basically it. Just a quick video with a quick tip of how you can utilize the instant skills working with left mouse button. And still, when you're clicking, like when I click on my stash, nothing happens. When I click on my crafting bench, nothing happens. So it's only when it actually issues a move command that it does the ability, right? If you otherwise, if you just click on like an item to pick up or something like that, or an NPC, it's not gonna do that. So that's it pretty much. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.